Unit 5, Lesson 5, Customary Measures of Weight and Liquid Volume. Quick practice. Go ahead and write in the following problems in your journal. 7 feet equals how many inches? 2 miles equals how many feet? 9 yards equals how many feet? 5 miles equals how many yards? Do this now. Today, for Unit 5, Lesson 5, Activity 1, we will be looking at measurement of weight. Remember, for the metric system, we were using mass, which was a constant, to tell how much something weighs. Now we're going to actually look at weight of an object. When we look at weight, we're going to discuss 2 types of units: pounds and ounces. What are some objects that you might weigh using ounces? Remember, ounces is going to be a very small measurement. So, look at your pencil, an eraser, a coin, maybe a cookie. These are all things that when I put them in my hand, they don't feel like they're very heavy at all. They're just a few ounces. So what do you think are some objects that you might weigh using pounds? Well, I know that if I step on the scale in the morning, I'm going to get the results in pounds. So we can measure a person. We could measure a pet. I could measure a computer monitor. That's your screen on a computer. And I can also measure fruit. When I'm talking about fruit, I'm thinking more like apples or an orange. I could measure some fruit in ounces as well. If it's like one piece, like a raspberry or a blueberry, those can be measured in ounces, but not in pounds. If you look at page 179 in your student book, now look at our vocabulary words one more time. We have the pound is the primary unit of weight in our customary system. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So how many ounces are in 1 pound? We will find 16 ounces equals 1 pound. OZ will be our abbreviation for ounce, and LB will be our abbreviation for pounds. How can you find the weight in ounces of 1 stick of butter? You would divide the weight in ounces of 1 box by 4. So here's my butter. They're sold in 1 pound packages. They contain 4 separate wrap sticks. Therefore, I would be dividing I would be dividing them all by 4. So the weight in ounces of one box would be 1 pound, but if I want to do it in ounces, I need to convert it over to 16 ounces. Question number 2, what is the weight in ounces of one stick? Well, when I take my 16 and I divide it by how many I have here, which is 4, the answer I will get is 4 ounces. So go ahead and look at question number 3. Kimba buys a bag of flour that weighs 5 pounds. Complete the table. How many ounces are equal to 5 pounds? Well, I have 1 pound is 16 ounces. 2 pounds, I can do it two ways. I can multiply 2 times 16, or I can do 16 plus 16. Either way is going to give me my answer of 32. How do I get 3 pounds? Is how many ounces? Well, if there's 16 pounds in 1 ounce, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. If there's 16 ounces in 1 pound, I'm going to take 3 times 16, and I will get 48. Go ahead and complete how many ounces are in 4 pounds and how many ounces are in 5 pounds, and you'll write your answer to question number 3 right here on the line. Go ahead and look at number 4. Describe how to convert pounds to ounces without using a table. When I'm converting pounds to ounces, I multiply the number of pounds by how many? 16. To find the number of ounces. Using this pattern, go ahead and answer question number 5. When Martin weighed his dog in April, the dog weighed 384 ounces. When he weighed the dog in August, the dog weighed 432 ounces. How many ounces did Martin's dog gain between April and August? Now let's look at a bigger unit that we may use to weigh a heavier object. This time I'm talking about something that's even heavier than just pounds, like a person. Would you weigh an elephant in ounces? Why or why not? No, we would not weigh an elephant in ounces because the number of ounces would be very large. So it's not ounces. Would you weigh an elephant in pounds? Explain your thinking. I might weigh an elephant in pounds, but the number of pounds would still be very large. So we're going to look at the next unit. Which is called a ton. We would use a ton to weigh an elephant. What other objects are so heavy that you wouldn't choose to weigh them in pounds or ounces? Some possible answers would be an oil tanker, a whale, an airplane, or even a train. We would measure these using tons. Go ahead and look at page 180 in your student book and read the paragraph at the top of the page. The weight of heavy items such as cars, trucks, boats, elephants, and whales is measured in tons. 1 ton is equal to 2,000 pounds. Look at question number 6. A ship weighs 12,450 tons. In pounds, the ship weighs 24,900,000 pounds. Which measure would you use to describe the weight of the ship and why? Think about these two numbers. I'm using the numbers 12,450 tons or 24,900,000 pounds. Well, 12,450 tons, 12,450 tons is an easier number to say, right? So it's easier to understand that that number would correlate to how much a ship weighs. It's an awful lot of pounds to have to read. Go ahead and answer questions 7 and 8. In your journals, go ahead and write the following thing down. This is a side note for when measuring tons. 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. This is known as what we call a short ton or a net ton. There's another kind of ton which is known as a long ton or a gross ton, and it actually equals 2,240 pounds. And again, this is called either a long ton or a gross ton. If it does not refer to ton as a long ton, we are always referring to a short ton. So for our purpose in our math today and for our math test, we are talking about 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. Go ahead and complete questions 9 through 14 in your student book. Do this now.